there is a unique experience here of being a consultant and working at some of the biggest places and then owning the implementation, pushing more for adoption. What would you say, like, what perspective you got by being a consultant and how did that shape your decisions around ERP?
When you're a consultant, I mean, to start off, you're somehow very much focused on the scope that you need to deliver. That's the number one that you care about because you have a timeline, and that's usually the timeline of the project, and you have that scope. And if you're, let's say, managing the project, you have a number of resources, and you need to basically wrap up that project within that timeline, within budget, and then move on and get the sign off, get the project closed, and then move on. There's lots of other aspects which normally are tied to a project that you, especially if you're coming from a technical background, you have a tendency to turn your back and then not ignore them, but just not focus as much on those as you would if, let's say, you were someone at a client side, like the role I'm playing today. And many times those other aspects, they could make or break your project. But as a consultant, you're really not focused on those. And I think this explains why in the I would say in the industry, we have a high rate of ERP project failures. It's because we tend to focus more on the technology, but the technology is only a small portion of what would make one of the success criteria of an ERP implementation.
Would you then say like consulting is more scope focused and being on the customer side is more outcome focused?
That is true to a large extent. That's true because when you're a consultant, the company deals with you through a timesheet, the number of hours that you bill, and the scope that you deliver. Has it been signed off or not? Period. And then try as much as possible to close on time. That way you can move and take your resources to another project. So it's very focused on this perspective. Whereas when you work in for a company full time, you're there. If something goes wrong, you know that people are going to come and chase you. So
Sure.
you have to make it work and because you're going to be supporting it anyways after it goes live. So after go live, you're not going anywhere. So
Sure.
that's a major difference.